All right, let's talk about setting up your LLC. If you've ever felt like it's this super complex process, don't worry. We're going to break it all down and give you a clear, simple roadmap for your business journey.
So, let's just kick things off with a pretty powerful number. Over 70% of new businesses choose the LLC structure. There's a reason for that, and in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly why, and of course, how you can join them. So before we get into the nuts and bolts of how to do it, we really need to understand why this matters so much. Let's start with the biggest reason of all. The incredible shield an LLC gives your business, and more importantly, your life.
Okay, so here it is, the absolute core of it. An LLC builds a legal wall, a barrier between your personal stuff and your business stuff. So if your business ever gets sued or racks up debt, your personal assets, we're talking your house, your car, your savings, are protected. This is, hands down, the #1 reason to form an LLC.
But it's not just about that protection. You also get some really serious perks. For starters, you get amazing tax flexibility. You get to sidestep the double taxation that big corporations have to deal with. Plus, that little LLC after your business name, it's like an instant credibility boost. And honestly, running it is just simpler. You can forget about all the formal stuff like a board of directors and stuffy annual meetings.
All right, so you get the why. Now for the exciting part, the how. Let's walk through the 3 foundational steps that will take your idea and turn it into a real legal business.
These 3 things, choosing a name, appointing an agent, and filing the paperwork, are the absolute core of the legal setup. If you get these right, you've built a rock-solid foundation for everything that's going to come next.
Now your name isn't just about being creative, it's a legal thing. It has to be unique in your state, and you have to include that LLC at the end. And here's a pro tip. Before you get too attached to a name, please check if the website domain and social media handles are available. You really want your brand to be consistent everywhere.
Okay, next up, your registered agent. This is your LLC's official point of contact for any legal notices. Now, as you can see, there are some real trade-offs here. You can do it yourself for free, but, and this is a big but, your home address becomes public record. A commercial service costs a bit of money, yeah, but it keeps your address private and makes sure there's always someone available to receive important documents.
And here we go. This is the moment of creation. Filing this one document, the Articles of Organization, with your state is what legally brings your business to life. It's the official birth certificate for your company. Just be aware, the filing fees can be all over the place, from as low as $40 to over $500, and it all just depends on what state you're in.
Okay, so your LLC legally exists, but hold on, you're not quite done yet. Now it's time to set up the internal rulebook and get everything squared away with the federal government. And trust me, these next steps are absolutely critical.
Please listen to this because it is so important. An operating agreement is basically your company's internal playbook. It lays out who owns what, how profits are split, and how big decisions are made. If you skip this, your state's generic one-size-fits-all rules take over, and that can be a total nightmare, especially if you have partners. Just think about it. What happens if a partner wants to leave? A good agreement defines the exit strategy right from the start, and that can save you from a huge legal battle down the road.
Next, you need an EIN. Just think of it like a social security number, but for your business. You get it directly from the IRS website, it is completely free, and the online application gives it to you instantly. You absolutely have to have one to open a business bank account, to hire any employees, and to file your business taxes. I'm going to say this as clearly as I can. Opening a separate business bank account is non-negotiable. Seriously, mixing your personal and business money is called commingling, and it is the fastest way to destroy that liability shield you just worked so hard to build. Plus, it makes tax time so much easier.
So, you've done all this work to form the LLC. Great. But it's not a set-it-and-forget-it kind of thing. Now we have to talk about the critical steps to keep that liability shield strong for the entire life of your business.
You'll hear lawyers and accountants talk about the corporate veil. It sounds fancy, but all it really is that legal shield we've been talking about. And here's the thing. A court can pierce that veil, basically tear it down if you don't treat the business like a totally separate entity. So for example, if you start paying your personal mortgage from your business bank account, a judge could decide your business isn't separate at all, and bam, all your personal assets are back on the table. You have to actively protect it.
So how do you keep that shield strong? It really just boils down to a few simple habits. Number 1, always use the business account for business expenses, period. Number 2, always sign contracts with your official business title.
And number 3, never miss a state filing deadline, like your annual report. It's that simple, but messing this up can put everything you've built at risk.
Okay, let's bust a really common myth right now. You might hear all this chatter online about forming your LLC in states like Delaware or Wyoming for their business-friendly laws. But look, for most small businesses, that's just a mistake. You should almost always form your LLC in the state where you actually live and do business. If you don't, you'll just have to register there as a foreign LLC anyway, which means you're basically doubling your paperwork and your fees.
I know. This can feel like a lot of information, but don't get overwhelmed. We've put this all together into a really clear 30-day launch plan that's going to take you from just an idea all the way to your very first sale. Just follow this roadmap week by week. In week 1, you lay your legal foundation. Week 2 is all about your internal structure and finances. Week 3 is for getting compliant with local rules and protecting yourself. And then in week 4, it's launch time. If you follow this order, you're going to be ready to go with total confidence. So, there you have it. You've got the knowledge, you've got the roadmap, the entire foundation is laid out for you. The process is clear. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it? The real work starts now.